Yeah, happy Tuesday. I hope that you had a great long weekend with your family. I hope you had a great Memorial Day. We are getting so close to the end of the year. It is just crazy to think about. Let's get started on our slides for today in our 4-day week. Good morning, second graders. I have some spotlight work of the week from the past week and the week before. I really love how much effort these students are putting into their work. They're completing it fully. Over here, we're using really nice handwriting and punctuation, correcting ourselves. I love that. I'm so proud of you. Keep it up. Today is Tuesday, May 26th. You have 12 days left of school. We're going to be trying something new today called power writing. So we're going to incorporate a little bit of writing into our routine. What is power writing? Power writing is a way of writing that helps us to build our writing stamina. A quote that I really like says, "Reading is breathing in and writing is breathing out." So when you're reading, you're taking all these things in, and then when you're writing, you're able to breathe them out and share them. So how it's going to work is I'm going to give you a prompt, and I want you to write as much as you can about that prompt in 1 minute. I have a timer on the next slide. So we're going to start with 1. Write as much as you can in 1 minute. So make sure that you've got a piece of paper and a pencil or a pen, something to write with. Okay, so round 1, our prompt is, what was life like long ago? And I'm going to give you a minute if you want to think about this or if you want to talk about this with someone at home. When you are ready, you are going to click right here to start the timer. Make sure that you have the volume on loud so you can hear when it goes off. Once you start the timer, I want you to write anything and everything about what life was like long ago. When you're finished with your 1 minute, you're going to stop and you are going to count the number of words that you wrote during that time. While you're counting, I want you to circle any errors that you made in case maybe you spelled something wrong or you wrote a word twice. You're going to circle any errors. I want you to write the number of words that you wrote somewhere on your paper and then get ready to start again. So if you didn't use your full paper, you can just draw a line and get ready to write beneath that, or maybe you want to grab another piece of paper. Okay, round number 2. How was life long ago different than life today? Think about the prompt for a minute. Maybe you want to talk about it with someone at home. When you're ready, I want you to start the timer and start writing. Now that you've finished your second writing, again, count the number of words that you wrote that time. Circle any errors that you made. Record that number on your paper and get ready to start again. We're going to do one more round. Your third prompt is, what do you think life will be like in the future? Think about it for a minute. Talk about it with someone at home. When you're ready, start your timer and start writing. All right, now that you've finished your third writing, you're going to count your number of words again. Circle any errors that you have and write that number on your paper. The last thing that you're going to do is you're going to snap a picture of your writing and upload it to our class Padlet using the QR code. So an easy way to do this is to download a QR code reader on a phone or another device. And all you have to do is scan this QR code. It will take you to our Padlet where you can easily upload your picture and you can see pictures from other students in our class. All right, let's move on to reading. Our reading goal for this week is students will recount stories from diverse cultures identifying how characters change in order to use these ideas to write their own narrative story. So the materials that you'll need for reading today are Finding the Lucky Coin text, a pencil, your independent reading books, remember these can be on Epic, and then your learning packet. Here's your success criteria for the week, and here's your vocabulary. Today, you are going to be completing the first activity on your choice board. So you're going to read that text, Finding the Lucky Coin. I want you to think about the characters in the story and what events took place. I also want you to think about how the characters responded to the events. How did they react to those? You're going to write a paragraph or a few sentences to explain their reactions. If you need help reading the text, I've read it for you right here. Now you're going to begin independently reading. Find your comfy spot, set your timer for 30 minutes, and your purpose for reading today and for the rest of the week is to get yourself ready for third grade. So you're going to choose a skill that you think you need to work on, whether that's stamina, maybe comprehending what you're reading, maybe working on strategies to help you read words. You are going to do whatever you think you need to do to be ready for third grade. After you've taken a break, maybe had some lunch, maybe went outside, you are going to start math. This week in math, we are reviewing our major content. So our learning goal is students will review second grade math content in order to transfer that understanding to real life situations. These are the standards that we are going to be reviewing this week. We're going to start with a warm-up. Which one doesn't belong? We did this while we were in school a little bit, but you might have forgotten. So remember in which one doesn't belong, you're going to look at the 4 pictures. Think of which one you think doesn't belong and why. Maybe you want to ask somebody else at home which one they think doesn't belong and why they think it doesn't belong. Remember, with this warm-up, there's no wrong answers. There can be several different answers for this one. So we are going to be going on a virtual field trip. For the remaining weeks of math, your class will go on a virtual field trip to Hershey Park in Hershey, Pennsylvania. This experience will give students an opportunity to revisit, practice, and transfer some of the topics from earlier in the year, along with topics that you have learned recently. Here's a schedule below to help guide you through the process, but you can adjust this if you need to. So yesterday we didn't have school. Today, we are going to work on telling time to the nearest 5 minutes. If you need a little review on telling time, I recorded a little video of myself here just talking about the basics. Okay, today, you're going to be completing a Hershey Park field trip schedule. You just pulled into Hershey Park. Before getting off the bus, your teacher hands you the schedule for the day. Unfortunately, the times got mixed up on her laptop. Will you help her to rearrange the times? Cut the clocks out on page 9 and glue them in the correct order, starting with 9:30 a.m. Don't forget to record the digital time. So right here it says 9:30 a.m. You're going to find the clock that shows 9:30 a.m. Then you're going to go down this way and up here until you end right here. Also notice that it says record digital time here. So you're going to be pasting an analog clock here, but make sure that you're also writing the digital time. After that, don't forget to practice your math fact cards. Then you are finished for the day. Go back over to Google Classroom and make sure that you're completing your encore assignment for today and any intervention assignments that you may have. And I will see you back here tomorrow.